Welcome back to WION World is One. You're watching Speed News with me, Vidur Kathuria. Let's get started. Japan's first female Prime Minister, Sanae Takaichi, has led her party to a landslide victory in snap general elections. Her Liberal Democratic Party, together with its coalition partner, is projected to win as many as 328 of the 465 seats in the lower house of parliament, securing a two-thirds majority. That is well above the 233 seats needed to regain the majority in the party lost in 2024. The 64-year-old took office last October after winning the LDP leadership and called early elections just 4 months into her tenure. She pledged to step down if she failed to secure a majority. During the campaign, Takaichi promised to cut the 8% sales tax on food to boost public spending to ease living costs. Thailand's caretaker Prime Minister Anutin is preparing to begin coalition negotiations following a surprise election victory for his conservative Bhumje Thai party. Broadcaster Channel 3 projects Bhumje Thai won close to 200 seats in Sunday's election, well ahead of its rivals but short of an outright majority in the 500-member lower house. The Progressive People's Party is forecast to have secured just over 100 seats, while the Pheu Thai party, linked to jailed former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra, finished third. Pheu Thai is widely seen as a potential coalition partner for Anutin, despite a recent split after Bhumje Thai withdrew from their alliance amid a scandal tied to a Cambodia border dispute. Portugal has elected a new president in a landslide victory. Centre-left socialist Antonio José Seguro defeated far-right populist André Ventura in the presidential runoff. With most votes counted, Seguro secured roughly two-thirds of the vote, while Ventura received about one-third. Seguro becomes Portugal's first socialist president in 20 years. He says he represents a modern, moderate left, pledging to protect democracy and prevent political crises. European Union chief Ursula von der Leyen called Seguro's win a triumph over the far right and a victory for shared European values. A Hong Kong court has sentenced pro-democracy media mogul Jimmy Lai to 20 years in prison following his high-profile national security trial. Rights groups and Western nations have condemned the trial as a symbol of the city's shriveling press freedoms. The 78-year-old founder of the now defunct Apple Daily newspaper was found guilty on 2 counts of foreign collusion under a sweeping national security law imposed by Beijing, as well as 1 count of seditious publication. Rights groups condemn sentence handed to Lai, calling it effectively a death sentence and a grave injustice. Israel's Security Cabinet has approved a series of measures expected to tighten Israeli control over the occupied West Bank. The territory is divided between areas under direct Israeli administration where settlements are located. There are zones covering about 40% of the land where the Palestinian Authority exercises limited autonomy. The new steps including scrapping long-standing regulations that bar Jewish citizens from buying land in the occupied West Bank. Israeli security figures say that in January, Palestinians were 3 times more likely than Jews to be victims of terror attacks in the West Bank. Iran has sentenced Nobel Peace Prize laureate Narges Mohammadi to an additional 7.5 years in prison. An Iranian court convicted the prominent human rights activist of conspiring to commit crimes and spreading what authorities described as propaganda against the state. The sentence includes 1.5 years specifically for alleged propaganda activities, along with 2 years of internal exile to the city of Khosf in the Khorasan province. Mohammadi won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2023 for her campaign against capital punishment in Iran and accepted the award while being imprisoned. Rights groups say Iran carries out more executions annually any country than China, where figures remain unclear. Venezuela's government has released several high-profile opposition figures from prison, including a close ally of Nobel Peace Prize laureate Maria Corina Machado, following long periods of politically motivated detention. The releases on Sunday come as acting President Delcy Rodriguez's administration faces growing pressure at home and abroad to free hundreds more people held on charges linked to their political beliefs. Moves are part of a broader process of prisoner releases that have been welcomed by rights groups and the opposition, even as many others remain behind bars. Two Mexican vessels carrying more than 800 metric tons of food aid departed for Cuba on Sunday, this amid rising tensions with the United States. Supplies included milk, meat, rice, beans, tuna, sardines, vegetable oil, cookies, and personal hygiene items. Mexican officials say the shipments aim to help meet Cuba's basic needs, including food and hygiene, while avoiding U.S. reprisals over the island's fuel and oil imports. Last week, Mexico also said it is exploring ways to send fuel to Cuba without triggering tariffs or sanctions from Washington. The third edition of the World Defense Show opened in the Saudi capital, drawing more than 800 exhibitors from over 70 countries. This included defense manufacturers from the US, China, Russia, and Ukraine, and they displayed military innovation amid global tensions. Hosted by Saudi Arabia's General Authority for Military Industries, the biennial event was being held under the theme "The Future of Defense Integration" and has become a key meeting point for government officials, private companies, and delegations. Peru celebrated the Virgin of Candelaria with a vibrant dance contest in Puno. The 59th Dance and Suit of Lights competition featured around 90 folkloric groups performing traditional dances such as La Diablada and La Morenada in honor of the region's patron saint. Performers also portrayed mythical characters including an evil mountain spirit and half-man, half-bear figures. The festival, recognized by UNESCO as Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity in 2014, traces its roots to Spain's Canary Islands and was introduced to Peru during the 16th century colonial period. The name Candelaria comes from the lit candle the Virgin holds in her right hand, symbolizing devotion and protection for the people of Puno. Rescue teams are combing through the rubble of a collapsed building in the northern Lebanon city of Tripoli, searching for survivors. The tragedy comes just weeks after another deadly building collapse struck the city. Following the previous incident, head of Lebanon's Higher Relief Authority warned that 105 buildings in Tripoli required immediate evacuation notices to protect residents. Authorities are urging caution as the city grapples with aging infrastructure and the risk of further collapses. Haryana police has arrested 2 people in connection with the swing collapse at the Suraj Kund Mela in Faridabad. that killed one person and injured 13 others. A swing operator and a staff member were taken into custody following the registration of an FIR. The tragedy occurred on Saturday evening when a giant swing tilted, snapped midair, and crashed to the ground. A police officer on duty lost his life while trying to rescue the injured. Haryana Chief Minister directed officials to strictly enforce safety standards at fairs and public events. Images from southwestern Colombia show widespread damage after a deadly landslide triggered by unusually heavy rainfall. Authorities say 7 people were killed and 2 others injured when an avalanche of mud and debris swept through the municipality of Malama in Nariño department. The incident occurred after intense rains caused a nearby stream to swell suddenly and overflow. The surge unleashed a powerful mud flow that engulfed homes in its path. Officials say the rainfall was unusually heavy for this time of the year and are continuing to assess the damage as residents begin cleanup efforts. Flooding and cleanup efforts continue in parts of southern Spain after Storm Marta brought heavy rainfall to Andalusia, affecting the neighboring municipalities of Benaujan, Montejac, and Ronda. Large parts of northern Morocco are still underwater after heavy rainfall triggered widespread flooding. The Kenitra region was among the worst affected, with streets and homes submerged. Morocco's Interior Ministry says more than 150,000 people have been evacuated from flood-hit areas. The flooding follows a series of violent storms that have battered the country in recent weeks. The extreme weather comes after Morocco endured 7 consecutive years of drought, heightening concerns of the impact of climate extremes. Asian markets surged on Monday following Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi's decisive election victory, with Japan's Nikkei 225 jumping around 5% to a record high. Investors welcomed the prospect of reflationary policies, including debt-funded stimulus, tax cuts, and increased military spending. South Korea's index rose nearly 4%, Hong Kong's Hang Seng benchmark gained about 1.5%, and China's stock indices rose more than 1%. US futures were also firm as traders anticipated a Federal Reserve rate cut by June. Chip stocks led gains, with Nvidia, AMD, and Broadcom all up 7 to 8% amid optimism over pro-growth and AI-driven investment strategies. Gold advanced above $5,000 an ounce on Monday as dip buyers returned to the market after a week of exceptional volatility, reinforcing the metal's appeal amid turbulent trading conditions. The rebound followed a steep recent sell-off that had taken bullion sharply lower from record highs. Traders noted that renewed safe haven demand supported prices while volatility remained elevated. Silver also climbed to nearly $80 an ounce, reflecting broader interest in precious metals as investors reassess positioning in a choppy market that continues to swing wildly between extremes. Oil prices fell on Monday as concerns about a potential US-Iran conflict eased following indirect talks between Washington and Tehran, reducing fears of supply disruption from West Asia. Brent crude slipped towards about $67.5 a barrel, while the US crude also retreated to close to $63 per barrel. Traders welcomed the prospect of continued diplomatic engagement, which helped ease a geopolitical risk premium that had buoyed crude recently. However, tensions remain, with Iran warning it may strike US bases if attacked, and markets continue to watch broader supply dynamics and geopolitical risks closely. Bengaluru-based startup Sarvam AI is making headlines with its homegrown artificial intelligence models built entirely in India. Its new tool, Sarvam Vision, is getting attention after reports that it is performing strongly against big global AI names in reading and understanding documents. According to the company, its technology handles complex files, tables, and detailed text with high accuracy, winning praise from tech experts and users. Even critics who earlier doubted Sarvam's focus on Indian languages are now calling its speech and text technology impressive. Alibaba has unveiled a futuristic AI-powered shopping showcase in Milan, offering visitors a glimpse into the next era of retail. The Wonder on Ice experience near Esforesco Castle lets visitors wear AR headsets and create their own digital avatars to explore a virtual store. Users can pick outfits, makeup, and fragrances with the help of a virtual AI guide that suggests styles based on personal preferences. The immersive setup runs on Alibaba's advanced AI models, which the company says will also support broadcasting solutions for the Winter Olympics. The Pakistan Cricket Board Chairman Mohsin Naqvi held talks with Bangladesh Cricket Board President Aminul Islam and ICC in Lahore. This as part of negotiations to reverse Pakistan's boycott of their T20 World Cup clash against India on February 15th as they gather pace. The ICC's Deputy Chair Imran Khwaja and another ICC director were part of the meeting. Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif cited this issue as one of the reasons his government ordered the national team not to play its scheduled match against India on February 15th. Manchester City pulled off a stunning comeback against Liverpool to keep the Premier League title race alive. Dominic Szoboszlai scored the first goal of the match in the 74th minute at Anfield through a stunning free kick. Bernardo Silva equalised in the 84th minute to cancel out Liverpool's lead. Liverpool keeper Alisson Becker fouled Matheus Nunes to concede a penalty, which was converted by Erling Haaland to give the visitors the lead in the 93rd minute. With this win, Pep Guardiola's side cut Arsenal's lead at the top to 6 points with 13 games remaining in the season. Skiing great Lindsey Vonn has undergone surgery for a leg fracture after a heavy crash during the Winter Olympics downhill event. The 41-year-old American is reported to be in stable condition following the operation. Vonn was competing just 9 days after rupturing ligaments in her left knee. 13 seconds into her run in Cortina, she hit a gate on her first jump, lost control, twisted in the air and crashed heavily into the snow. Vonn was later strapped into a stretcher and airlifted from the course by a rescue helicopter.